It's absolutely crazy what happens to the black king in this game. White goes pawn e4, very standard opening moves, knight c3, bishop c4, knight c4, and then queen h5, threatening queen takes f7, checkmate. It's still theory though. Black goes knight g5 to protect that square, then d4 opens up this bishop to attack the knight, and therefore knight goes back, and then d5, white keeps pushing, and black decides, okay, let me get rid of this annoying queen after all, pawn g6, and here the genie comes out of the bottle with pawn takes c6, sacrifice the queen, and then pawn takes f7. The queen made a great career here. King e7, bishop g5. You keep attacking. King goes to d6, and then you castle with a check. So king has to go to c5. Then rook to d5 check. King takes c4, and here you play pawn b3. So where should the king go? Well, let's say b4. Then rook keeps chasing the king. And at the very end, the knight joins the party. King takes rook to a5 check, bishop a3, and finally rook takes a3, checkmate. Here's a mysterious position when you can win with a single knight, which is normally impossible. You start off by playing king to c2, and after that you follow up with a beautiful knight dance, which wins the game out of nowhere. That's a complete shocker. So what's the point here? Well, black can't move their pawn forward, as in this case, you're gonna go knight b3 checkmate. But black will probably be wise enough not to fall for this, and they're gonna instead say, hey, I'm gonna move my king as well. And here's where your knight dance begins. You go knight f3, king has to move, only move, then knight e4. Notice that a2 is still not an option because once again it's gonna lock the king, and knight b3 will be the checkmate, so they're gonna keep moving the king. And then you go knight e2, king c1, knight c1, and notice now they cannot move their king anymore as it's controlled by the knight, so a2 is forced, and then knight b3 checkmate with